All right, what did you text me here? 84254-7 Hey, Rome. What do you think about single moms? I met a single mom the other day. I thought she was kind of cool. I was thinking about going out with her, but she has a kid. I'm just not sure what to think. What do you think, Rome? Single moms. What do I think? I think a single mom can be the best relationship of your life and the worst relationship of your life. It depends on what type of single mom you got. You said not all single moms are created equal. Okay, there are different versions of the single mom. You got and I think this is the version you're talking about. You got the single mom who got pregnant young with the wrong guy. So now she's working her ass off to take care of her and her child. And she wants to meet some guy who's going to, she's not going to settle for some loser. She wants to meet some guy who's going to, work as hard as she is. And those are, I've told you, those are the best, probably the best women you can get with. Because she knows where her life has to go because of this child. And if you're on her level, she'll do whatever you want and be right there with you. You also got the single mom who's out there just looking for a baby daddy to pay for everything, right? And those come in different versions, by the way, okay? They come in the version where she doesn't have nothing going for her. She's just kind of desperate for a man and needs someone to take care of her kids, her and her kids. Maybe she's not financially straight. But then you got the Seven Oaks, Rosedale single moms who got cheated on by their husbands. They got the Yukon, the house, and the kids. But yet they're running around in their Lululemon still trying to grab a guy who's going to keep up their lifestyle. So there's so you got two types of those. The one who wants to keep up their lifestyle and the one who's trying to get a lifestyle or survive. So what single mom did you meet? But there is, like I said, I think the single mom who knew she had a child young or younger and knows she has to work her ass off to raise that child and take care of them is the single mom that you want to look for. Because she's the one that will do everything for you as long as you're on the same level as her. So that's my opinion on single moms. Which one did you find? The guy was asking about single moms, what I thought about single moms. Well, he must have met one. Apparently he met one, so he's asking my opinion. There's good ones and there's bad ones. You just got to know which one you get. Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
Hey, what up, Romeo?
What up, brother?
You're right, man. You got to get the right single mother. You don't want to get the one that got 4 kids. You want to get the one that got 1 kid,
Yeah, what did you... Four kids aren't bad. I mean, I'm just saying...
Oh, that's a lot to carry on for a man right there.
It depends on what one you get, though. You know what I mean? I think it's more about the what single mom do you get than it is about the one with 4 kids. Because what if you get the Rosedale one who just got divorced because her husband cheating on her? She's getting alimony, child support, the house, the SUV, and the 4 kids.
Boy, that's a unicorn. They ain't got that nowhere.
Oh, they're everywhere. I saw 3 of them this morning.
Oh man, I need to take your route. Whatever route you on, I need to go ahead and see what's going on there.
They're all at the gym right now trying to get their body back so they can get you.
Now that makes a lot of sense. Hey, but I tell you this though, single moms, they do for you almost like you wanted the kids too. They feed you, wash your clothes. You know what I mean? Make sure everything is the way it needs to be. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Well, but that's what I know. We're joking about it, but that is why you got to get the one that knew she was young, made a mistake. Not a mistake to have the kid, but with the wrong guy. And now she's working her ass off to make sure that everybody's provided for. That's the one you really want to get.
Yeah, make sure it's not the one that has 2 crazy guys still trying to, 2 different baby daddies, trying to see what's going on, see what's up with you. You don't want to keep it safe.
You don't want the single mom and multiple baby daddies. You don't want that.
So if they all have the kids by the same dad, then...
Well, that changes the parameters. I mean, there's so many things you got to think about when it comes to the single mom. That's why I always say the best one is the one who knows that she chose the wrong man young, and now she's working her ass off to make sure they're provided for. That's the one you want.
Man, that half a semester in college really helped you to you really the smartest man.
Guy was asking me about single moms. Apparently, he met a single mom. He's kind of questioning whether he should go out with her or not. And you should, because there are different versions of. They're not all created equal. You have a few different versions of single moms. Okay, the one that you want is the one who knows she had a baby young with the wrong guy, and she's working her butt off to make sure that her and her child are taken care of. And she's trying to give everything, make sure her child has everything, all right? That's the single mom you want. And then if you got the same energy as she does, you're going to have whatever you want from her. As long as you're a good man and you know what you're working with and you want to work as hard and reach the same goals as she wants, she'll do whatever you want for her. They're the best. That's probably the best woman to date, because she's already gone through a little bit of, trials and tribulations with the baby, and now she knows what she wants and what her goal is in life. And normally, yeah, she'll do whatever you want. The other ones, I don't know about that. It just depends, All right, 842-547-7. What are we doing here? What did he sent me? Sorry, somebody sent me something that had to do with, I guess, going out drinking. All right. All right. Hey, Rome, what about single dads? We're not talking about single dads. What about them? Do what you're supposed to do. Raise your kids. What do you want me to tell you? All right. 842-547-7. Single moms, man. Could be the best relationship of your life. Okay? So a guy was asking me about single moms, what I thought about single moms, and apparently he met one. He's kind of questioning whether he should date her or not, but it depends on which one you got. You want the one that, knows she chose the wrong man from the get-go, got a kid, she's working her ass off to take care of that child. That's the one you want. You won't want the Rosedale one in her Lululemon driving the SUV whose husband cheated on her. She got 3 kids, a house, and an SUV because she's just looking for a guy to take care of her again. Yeah. All right, 842-547-7. Hey, Romeo, I just wanted to tell you about the single moms. You're absolutely right. I'm a hardworking guy, got a good job. I met my wife when she was a single mom. She knew she married the wrong guy at first. She was young. They had a baby together. After they divorced, I actually met her. She was working pretty hard. I work real hard. Now we have a great life together. She does everything, Rome. She cooks, she cleans. We have 2 other children now, and she takes care of all of us. She's an amazing woman. Well, that's because, yeah, I'm right. You want to find the one that's working her ass off to raise her kid, and as long as you're ready to work your ass off, she'll do whatever you want. There you go. There's an example of how it plays out. Somebody was asking me about single moms. They texted. I guess he must have met a single mom, he says, and he was wondering what I thought about them. I think they could be the best. It could be the best relationship of your life if you find the right single mom. Single moms they're different. There's different categories of single mom. There's really only 2, right? There's the one that's working her ass off to raise her child because she knows that's who comes first. That's the one you want, because that's the one that's going to, when you match your energy, that's the one that's going to give you everything that you want as well. And then there's the other group that feel kind of entitled, or, they got, they're owed that child support, they're owed that alimony, they're owed that, they feel like they're owed everything. Yeah, you don't want those. Those are a pain in the ass. Somebody did say something about what about single dads, and I kind of dismissed it, but I guess I should say something about that, considering Father's Day is a couple of weeks away. And that is this. The single dads that I have met, for the most part, they feel like they're owed something. Like they should be, they deserve more credit than they actually deserve. And I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because in society, we give single moms so much more leeway and so much more credit than we do single dads. Like, you look at a single mom and you go, hey, well, look how hard she's working. Look how she's doing it all and taking care of it. And you look at a single dad and they just go, well, he can handle it. It's kind of dismissive. you don't give him the credit that he thinks he deserves, because we give the credit to the single mom. And I agree with that. Come on, man, be a man. You know, do what you got to do. But I will say this about not just single dads, but in Bakersfield. I'm going to tell you a great story. So, any man in Bakersfield that's ever walked with a stroller, married or single, right, with a stroller, with his kid, didn't have his wife with him or the baby mama with him, or is legitimately a single man with his kids on the weekend, I can almost 100% guarantee that man has been hit on by somebody. I can guarantee a door has been opened for him by a woman. I can guarantee that's Bakersfield. We went out the other day, a buddy of mine, he's got a 6-year-old little girl, and he's happily married. But I was going to go stop by. I was around his house, going to have a couple of beers at a restaurant. And I called him. I said, "Hey, I'm around the corner. You want to come? Have a beer with me?" He goes, "Well, I'm watching my daughter right now. It's just me and her. But if you don't mind getting a table, yeah, we'll come." So we come. We go. We get a table, and 2 waitresses hit on him because he was just a dad with this little girl. And we were sitting there hanging out, having a good time. And 2 waitresses hit on him. Now, he's just a regular dude. It's not like he's Fabio or anything. He's just a regular looking dude, you know. But that's Bakersfield. So for you single dads, you should be in heaven in Bakersfield. Because even married dudes, with their wedding rings on, who are walking around with their kids, they're getting hit on. They're getting help. Like they can't handle it. So I'm just saying, single dad, you should have it made. You should be pulling everything from here to Wasco and back again.
Hey, what's going on, Romeo? It's me, Angel.
What up, Angel? What's up, man?
Man, I got a little situation, man. So,
Jesus.
It started getting hot a little bit, here and there now,
Okay.
And the neighbor invited us swimming. But I feel when you go there, I don't know if it's just me that you're sizing up everybody. I mean, you're one way step about being with your clothes off. Bikini, your next step, you know what I mean? So we go swimming. And his wife brings out a pineapple. So I'm tripping. I'm like, they're swingers.
Yeah, it's on. It's on. Nobody just brings out a pineapple.
My wife's there, and she goes, "Oh, this is. I thought it was just you guys. I brought the kids." And hey, Romeo. And she was like, "Oh, this is, we were just going to be us." Romeo, she had one of those bikinis that she might as well not had nothing. My wife seen her, and she grabbed me and the kids, and we haven't been back there since, man. What do you think's happening here?
Why you haven't been back since, or what? What do you mean?
We basically seen her flower, and then she had one of them little line things. I mean, she probably would have.
Well, why haven't you been back since? Because your wife don't want to go, or?
Oh, it's been a fight.
Well, yeah, because they're swingers. They're trying to have sex with you and your wife.
Oh, Rome, I love Bakersfield.
First of all, Angel, the pineapple wasn't. When adults have pool parties, that's one step away from an orgy. Okay, that's basically an invitation to a sex party.
I knew it, Rome. You got
adults do not have pool parties, okay? That is not how that works. If people invite you over for a pool party, they want to have, something's going to happen. Clothes are coming off. People are getting naked. Things are going down.
Man, Rome, no, hey, man, you need to get paid double for all this knowledge you get in the world, man. Man, Romeo, hey, man, you know what? I drive through and I just wink at her. I put a nice little smile, like, thank you.
All right. Well, there you go.
All right, bro. You have a
All right,
good day,
Angel,
man.
later. Oh, Angel, he's always into something. RD4254-7-7. Look, like I said, kids have pool parties. Adults, they have pool orgies. Okay, it's if you ever get in, and no, let me rephrase that. If you ever get invited, just adults to a pool party, it's going down. Okay, you better be prepared. Now, if somebody invites the entire family, kids and all, okay, that's just a party for the kids to go swimming. Adults do not have pool parties. They have adult swims, okay? So our guy, Angel, calls up and he says him and his wife got invited to a pool party, neighbor's pool party. And I guess he got to see her hoo-ha, I guess things got a little crazy. She came out with a pineapple. He didn't know what was going on, so we got to explain to him. The pineapple really, though, has nothing to do with it. If a bunch of adults are having a pool party, that's code for nudity, alcohol, and it's going down. Okay, it's swingers. Swingers have pool parties. All right, adults do not have pool parties. Families have pool parties. Kids have pool parties. Adults have pool orgies. All right. Good morning, Al. What's going on?
Romeo, this is Corona Maritaka. I was hearing you about your adult swims.
Yeah, what's up?
That's why I ain't got no friends. Forget that. I'd rather just buy my own pool and swim in my own pool.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it if you're into it. I'm just saying. That's just what it is.
I'm greedy. I don't share my man.
Get out of here. All right, 4254-7-7. Yeah, when it comes to swimming, when it comes to pool parties, right? And yo, man, if you get invited to a pool party and it's only adults, something about to go down. Just going to let you know right now. If kids aren't invited, something about to go down. That's why Angel said when the pineapple came out, he should have already known. The pineapple coming out is not, you should have known before that, Luckily, I guess he took his kids, so nothing went down, but a pineapple is a sign of swingers, so you guys know that, but adults don't have pool parties, man. Adults have sex parties. They just happen to be out by the pool. All right? All righty, 4254-7-7. Angel's been a fan of the show for years now. So Angel calls up and he says that him and his wife got invited to the neighbor's house for a pool party. It's been hot out lately, right? So got invited to a pool party. Doesn't matter what the temperature is. You get invited to a pool party, that is code for sex. That is code for swinging, okay? Now, if the whole family had been invited, it's a legitimate pool party. But the whole family wasn't invited, just the adults, that's code for we're going to get busy, okay? Or we want to try. So he didn't realize it until a pineapple came out. Then he was like, well, she brought out a pineapple and, well, you know what that means. That's code for swinging. But you should know that ahead of time, Already 4254-7-7. Hey, Romeo, everybody knows the pineapple's code for swingers. How did he not know that? Well, Angel's kind of dumb. He's a little naive. He's naive to some things, but the pineapple has nothing to do with it. You should have known when you got invited. Once somebody invites you to a party, well, let me rephrase that. Once somebody invites you to a pool party, and it's only adults, that's code. The adults don't have pool parties, okay? Adults have, swinging parties in the pool. That's what you get. You get everybody down to the least amount of clothes, and that way you start getting some alcohol. And it's funny, when you get by a pool with a bunch of adults and alcohol, somehow tops keep coming off. I don't know if it's the alcohol. I don't know if it's gravity, but whatever it is, adults don't have pool parties, man. I'm just going to let you know right now. Already 4254-7-7. So if you ever get invited to one, you need to understand what you're getting involved in. Alrighty, 4254-7-7. So Angel, he's a listener. He texted about the fact that he got invited to, him and his wife got invited to the neighbor's house for a swim party, right? And pineapple came out and he didn't realize what he was really invited for was a swingers party, okay? Adults don't have swim parties. Kids, families, they have swim parties. Adults have orgies. Good morning, Hot. What's going on? Hello? Oh, nobody's there. All right, 842-547-7. What did you send me here? No, Angel, that's not a fruit tray. Oh, when the pineapple came out, yeah, Angel thought he was going to get fruit. He was going to get a daiquiri. No, Angel. The pineapple means swingers, okay? But before that, you should know, adults don't have swim parties, bro. They just don't. That's not what adults do. If they invite the whole family, kids and all, now you're going to a swim party. They're inviting just adults, yeah, that's not a swim party. Already 42547-7. Yo, Rome. Adults absolutely can have normal swim parties. I've literally gone to one, and since we all took food, I took pineapple and watermelon, cut up amongst other things, and I was the joke of the night. Well, adults don't have swim parties, okay? Unfortunately, you were probably invited to the PG portion of the swim party, and nobody wanted to sleep with you. They didn't want you involved in swinger time. So that's why you weren't there for that. They probably all happened after you left. So yeah, that's not true. Already 42547-7. Yo, Rome. How does one get invited? You got to know swingers. I don't know. Angel and his wife got invited by the neighbor, but they got a freaky ass neighbor. I've been talking to Angel for years. He's got this crazy ass neighbor who I think she wants to have sex with either him or her, him or the wife. I don't know. I'm not sure which one yet, but that's why he got invited. Now, once again, adults do not have swim parties. Families and kids have swim parties. So if you get invited to somebody's house to go swimming and it's just adults, something's about to go down. So a longtime listener to the show, Angel, said him and his wife got invited to the neighbor's house for a pool party, which unless they're inviting families with kids, it's not a pool party, okay? It's a swinger party. Adults do not have swim parties, okay? Kids and families have swim parties. Already 42547-7. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Romeo, you're completely right, and I never knew all that until this morning. And the reason I say you're right is because this past summer, me and my friend who go out like everywhere, we were at some bar in Rosedale, and this couple was like, we're going to have an after party at our house. So we're like, okay, let's go. And it's a swim party. So we were like, well, we don't have bathing suits. And the wife's like, it's okay, I got extras. And we're like, okay, let's go. So we're swimming and whatnot. And as we're swimming, we're like, I'm getting weird vibes. We're like, yeah, I think these people are swingers. We're like, ooh, a little weird. And then come around, 3 a.m., they're fighting because the husband doesn't want to stop swimming with us. And it was just a commotion. And I was like, oh, my God. Once I heard your segment this morning, I was like, it made sense.
Yeah. It's
yeah. Went off. Never go to somebody's house to go swimming.
Well, unless you want to swing. I mean.
yeah. Now I know. Thanks. Now I know.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
I mean, you think I just make stuff up? I mean, what do you guys think? I'm just over here winging it? I know exactly what I'm talking about. Alrighty, 42547-7. Yo, Rome. You ever been invited to a swingers party? Yeah, a couple of times. I've run into people or I know people, but I know swingers. They don't bother me. I mean, I'm okay with swingers. That's their lifestyle. That's what they want to do. That's fine. But yeah, I've been invited. But swingers parties, you don't have to you can go to a swingers party and not do anything but watch if you want, by the way. They're okay with that as well. All right, swingers are really respectful to each other, to be honest with you. All right, 42547-7. Good morning, Rome. It's funny you're mentioning pool parties. Women are haters. They're very competitive. My wife at the time, her and her coworker got invited to a pool party by one of their friends who just had a pool installed. It was women only. All the women were hesitant to accept her invite till one of them said, okay, we will go. But you can't wear a two-piece. The host was very good looking. Her coworkers were not, including my ex-wife. Okay. I don't think that's breaking news that women are competitive with each other, is it? Already 42547-7. All right, so Angel calls up and he says that him and his wife got invited to the neighbor's house for a swim party, right? It wasn't families, it was all adults. And then the owner of the house, she came out with a pineapple. I think some clothes came off at some point. He got to see some of her lady parts. but he didn't know what was going on. Now, obviously, the wife figured out what was going on, but the wife didn't know what was going on in the first place. But if you get invited to a pool party, it's all adults. Yeah, that's a swingers party. Okay, it's not a family. It's not kids. It's a swingers party. Okay, you should have known that before they pulled out the pineapple. It's just like if you ever get invited to an after party. Hey, let's go swimming. That's a swingers party. Okay, RD4254 7-7. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Good morning, Romeo. I got to agree with you.
Oh, wow.
I've been invited to 2 pool parties as an adult, and that's just recently in my life. And both times, they're actually not swingers. It was just single people, but both times I end up in either the bedroom or the bathroom with the same guy. Doing naughty stuff. So, yes, that's what you do at adult pool parties.
Yeah, they're usually sex parties. They're not.
And, yeah, girls are haters because one time his, I don't know if it was his girlfriend or what, but she came pounding on that bathroom door. Interrupting and hating. So, yeah.
Whoa. She was mad?
Yeah, she was looking for him.
Oh, because you said it was just singles, not swingers. Okay.
Yes, it was no swingers. She was new to the game, though, so I was just like, okay.
Hey,
you're ruining my
Hold on.
Go home.
What game is that she was new to? That she what game are you playing?
The dog game, the swim party.
Okay. All right, fair enough. All right. Thanks for calling. Bye. I mean, that girl's playing chess, man. All right, what is the latest you've texted me? It says, good morning, Romeo. Maybe this could be the dilemma of the day. We always have a dilemma. You're right. I like that dilemma of the day. I'm currently going through some issues, so I'm just trying to figure it out. What am I supposed to do? So my dad cheated on my mom a few years ago, and he got the girl pregnant. My mom decided to stay with him, and now after a few years, I'm assuming mom must have gotten into some problems. The mom must have gotten into some problems with the law because the little girl, they're twins, by the way, got taken away from the mom. So as far as I'm concerned, the state has them until they decide if the mom's going to get them. If my dad gets them, or if they just stay in foster care. The problem is now that my dad is getting me and my kids involved. I currently live at home with them. I had recently opened a shop about a year and a half ago. My plan was to get the business going and make enough money to be able to buy a home and move out with my kids. But with this whole situation going on, I'm stuck on closing my shop. Okay. And just renting a home I'm stuck. Okay, so just rent a home or stay with my shop and just deal with the situation. We also got into it because he got mad because I told the social workers they weren't allowed to question my kids or get them involved in this situation because they have nothing to do with the situation. It got so bad that he told me he was going to be seeing me in court because according to him, it's a court order, but I had spoke to social workers and they said they have no right to do court order on my kids because they're not part of the issue. So if it's already going like this, I can imagine how it's going to be if those little girls do end up moving into the home. Wow. So your dad knocked somebody up. Your mom stayed. You're living at home with your mom and dad and your kids. And why does he want to get a court order against you and the kids, your kids? I'm not really sure I don't understand how that comes into play. But man, I mean, what is your option? What do you do, especially if these twins move in? And where's mom at in the whole situation? Does she have a say in anything? I mean, where do you and your mom, do you talk? RD4254 7-7. It's morning out. What's going on?
Good morning, Romeo. How are you?
I'm doing great. What's going on?
I just jumped in my vehicle and I said, let me call this man. What's the topic of the day? Who's cheating on who?
Well, I was just looking at this story somebody sent me. Apparently, so apparently this woman, her dad cheated on her mom and got the other woman pregnant with twins.
Oh, wow.
And the mom decided to stay. So now apparently the mother of the two twins got into some legal problems, so the kids are in the system. And I guess the daughter who sent me this lives at home, started a business shop, lives at home right now with her kids, was going to save up to get a house and move out. But now the dad, they don't know what's going to happen with the twins. The twins are either going to end up in foster care, go back with the mom when she gets straight, or go to the dad. And I guess they're having issues at home right now. So she's talking about renting a home or staying with the shop and just deal with the situation she has at home right now. She doesn't know what to do.
I'll be honest with you. I would just leave the coop. I mean, that's her dad's bad. I mean, that's his problem. I hate to say it, but if for any reason the dad is, all around bad, drunk himself, or an addict, then, hey, I would understand her stepping in. But at one point or another, your parents have to deal with, they reap what they sow, right?
Yeah, but the mom stayed. Oh, now she thinks the twins, there's a chance the twins may move into the dad's home because the mom's...
Which is politically true. They will ask the father.
Wow.
And that's a tough situation because I look at it like it's one thing when you're growing up and, your parents get into things and the family still stays together for whatever reason.
Yeah.
But then you have this dilemma where now it's going to be two little ones that may be without a home because of the parents. I mean, that's a sad situation because if the woman decided to stay with her husband after that affair, she decided to stay with whatever comes that way.
Well, I thought that too, but I actually have a aunt who her husband cheated on her and had a kid, and she told him straight up, if you want me to stay, you will never talk to that child again. And lo and behold, he never had anything and or talked to that child at any point in his life. And this happened 40 years ago. And that's insane.
It is very much insane, but, men will change for the woman they want, not for everyone. And at the same token, I'm like you, I've been listening to you for years. And, I've met you before a couple of times with Popeye.
Sure.
But my thing is this. If you have to cheat on someone, what is the point of being with that other someone?
Yeah.
Like, there is no sense to cheat. Look, if I don't want to eat a taco, I'm going to drive to McDonald's. If I don't want McDonald's, I'm going to drive to Rusty's.
All right.
I'm going to pick and choose what I want.
I agree
But a lot of these people make these bad decisions, and then look what happens.
Yeah.
Something always happens after a bad decision.
Yeah, I know. All right.
All right. Well,
I'm
you
glad
take care.
You too. Thanks for calling this morning. All right, bye.
All right, bye.
Yeah, so I don't know what this daughter's going to do. She's living at home with her kids at mom and dad's house. Dad knocked up another woman. Now he might have 2 more kids moving in. What does mom have to say about it? Doesn't mom have a say on whether these kids move in or not? RD4254-7-7. I got this dilemma, so to speak. I like how she says the dilemma of the day. Okay, she's currently going through a situation. She says she doesn't know what to do. Her dad cheated on her mom. My dad cheated on my mom a few years ago, got a girl pregnant. Now my mom decided to stay with him, and now after a few years, I'm assuming the mom must have gotten into some problems with the law because the little girls, they're twins, are being taken away. Okay, the side pieces. The mom, so far as I'm concerned, the state has them until they decide if the mom gets them, if my dad gets them, or if they just stay in foster care. The problem is now that my dad is getting me, and my kids involved. I currently live at home with them. How is he getting you involved, by the way? I currently live at home with them. Recently opened a shop about 1.5 years ago. Plan to get the business going to make some money to be able to move out. Okay, so that's good. So your parents are letting you stay with them, or you're staying with them while you get your business going. Excuse me. And you, so now you're stuck, right? To move out with the kids, but this whole situation's going on. I'm stuck on closing the business. Stuck must be the autocorrect. Just renting a home or staying with my shop and just deal with the situation. We also got into it because he got mad at me because I told the social workers they weren't allowed to question my kids or get them involved in the situation. Oh, I see, because the social workers are probably trying to talk to everybody in the house. Now I think I'm starting to understand what's going on here. So what do you do, huh? What's next? If you're having a problem with your dad and the kids, right? Morning, Al. What's going on?
Hey, bro. And that whole situation where the young lady is living at home and her twin brother and sister could possibly come to that.
Yeah.
For mom, I wouldn't have stayed. He had twins on you. I'm sorry. I know some women do.
Yeah.
I just couldn't have done it. And the young lady, to be honest, is detached because she's saying her father's kids instead of her brother and sister.
Yeah.
Those are still your brother and sister.
Yeah, you're making a very good point.
Children.
You're making a very good point. Absolutely. Yeah.
So I don't know. The whole situation is kind of messed up. I think everybody is mad at dad. But dad may be the breadwinner that everybody's depending on. So they stay.
Good point. Very good point. Yeah, there's a lot of holes in the story about where like mom, we don't know what mom's side of the story is. You know, what's her mom saying? Is her mom just accepting everything now? I mean, is her mom, can his kids move in if his wife doesn't want them to?
Technically, because they're married.
Yeah?
So it's like they're his kids. If DNA, I don't know if a test and all that stuff has been done, but
yeah.
I just believe in situations where I hear women stay with their spouses after that, financial stability is one of the main reasons why they stay.
Gotcha.
And take that.
Okay.
So, I don't know if that's just...
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate your input. Thank you. All right. Have a good one. Bye.
You too.
Yeah, if I'm just going to give you advice as I'm looking over it again, I would say I would ride it out and accept it and just, until your business is going and you can move out. I mean, you don't want to shut down your livelihood over this, right? A woman sent me this. She says that she's trying to figure out what's currently going on in her house, right? She says her dad cheated on her mom a few years ago. He got a girl pregnant with twins. Now, I guess the mom is having some legal problems because the twins have been taken from her. So now they're trying to figure out what to do with the kids, whether they go back to the mom, whether they're going to go to her dad, and live with them, or go to foster care. Now, she lives at home with her mom and dad and her kids. She's trying to get her business going, and she was going to make enough money to move out, buy a home, and get straight, right? Well, now, what it looks like to me is social services or the social workers are coming in and interviewing everybody that lives in the house to see if the twins can move in, I guess. That's kind of what it sounds like. And she was upset because they must have been talking to her kids. And she said they have nothing to do with it. And the dad's already there's causing some tension between her and her dad. Don't know what the mom's doing yet. She says, I don't know what's going to happen. So she's either thinking maybe she's going to have to move out, rent a place, close down her shop, or, deal with the situation in the house. And then what if these twins move in? Alrighty, 42547-7. Rome, if there's not enough rooms for the twins, the county will consider placement. Oh, keep them in foster care. Okay. Well, I don't know how the dad feels about that. I mean, that's a rough situation, right? Do you want to put your kids in foster care? How much contact has he had with these kids since the affair? And what does the mom think? What does your mom think about all this? Already 42547-7. Yeah. I got the situation this lady sent me. I think I'm understanding it right. Okay, so her dad, this lady, she lives with her parents, okay? With her parents and her kids. The reason she lives with them is because she started a business. She's trying to get it going, start making a little money so her and her kids can move out of her parents' house and get their own spot, right? Well, apparently her dad cheated on her mom. Her mom decided to stay. Now the dad had twins with the woman he slept with, the woman he cheated on their mom with. And apparently the mom of the twins got into some sort of legal trouble because now the kids are in the system. And so they're trying to figure out what to do with the kids right now. Either take them back to the mom. Maybe the dad's going to get them. And so a lot of tension in the house right now. Or maybe they'll end up in foster care. Apparently she had an issue with her dad because if I'm understanding this correctly, the social worker came into the house and wanted to talk to her kids. She didn't want that to happen because she said her kids have nothing to do with it. I'm guessing, and I don't know, you guys would know better than me. I'm guessing that the social worker had to come into the house and talk to everybody who lives in that house to find out if it's okay for the twins to live there, right? That must be what's going on. So she doesn't know what to do. Should she close her shop and move out? Or should she, keep her shop? What's going to happen if these twin girls move in? She doesn't know what to do. Well, it's a tough situation, right? Already 42547-7. Here we go. Yo, Rome, above all, the right thing to do is give these kids a home and a fighting chance at a good life. Don't put them in the system. I know it's a tough situation for the wife at home and the daughter. However, these are siblings no matter what. They are, they are her family by blood. Do what's right and have these children. And save these children. The daughter should still stay at home and focus on her future with her business. Don't let this situation ruin her potential future. And then she'll always hold resentment towards her father and those innocent kids. Do what's right. Just be a big sister. That's what one of the ladies that called said the same thing. They're your siblings. I mean, really, let me ask you this question, and maybe you're right. Really, the only one that should have the biggest problem with it is the wife, right? He cheated on his wife. Now, I'm guessing the big sister or the woman who sent me this is mad because that's her mother. Her father cheated on her mother, so I can see her having a problem with it. But I don't know, man. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I agree with you from the standpoint of the woman who sent the text message. She needs to not give up her future. If she has to deal with a tense situation for the betterment of her and her kids by staying in the family home until her business is solidified enough that she can move out, I think you got to do that for your kids. And just as an adult, suck it up and set your ego, pride, whatever, you set your feelings aside with your dad, with these two twin girls and your mom. Because maybe that's the best way to look at it. You got to do what's best for your children. Because once you're out of that house, you can choose not to be involved anymore, right? Crazy, man. The story we got, this woman, she texted me. Now, she is, okay, so let me try to figure this out for you guys and make it simplistic. Okay, she and her kids live at home with her mom and dad. She started a business. She's staying with her mom and dad while she tries to get her business going so that she can move out, buy a house, move out, all that good stuff. The dad ended up having an affair on the mom and had twins. Got the other woman pregnant. She had twins. Well, apparently the other woman got into some troubles, and now the kids are in the system. So now they're trying to figure out what to do with the twins, whether to live with the dad, stay in the foster care system, or go back to the mom, depending on what kind of trouble or how she gets out of it. So apparently, I think that a social worker tried to talk to her children. She got upset about that, obviously. A social worker must have come into their house and had conversations with everybody that lives there to see if the twins should live there or foster care or whatever. So there's a lot of tension between her and her dad right now. She doesn't know what to do. She's thinking she might have to close her business and go rent someplace or, kind of stay with the shop and deal with the situation at home. It's a tough situation. Already 42547-7. Rome, how can the dad put the daughter in his cheating mess to begin with? I agree with the daughter. I wouldn't want me or my kids involved in this mess. I personally know I couldn't accept the kids, and I wouldn't put those kids in that situation with me. It's not the kid's fault, but this is awful, Romeo. What a mess. If I was the wife and daughter, I'd kick the dad out. with his twins? Sure. I don't. Sounds reasonable, right? Sounds reasonable. Who knows why the mom stayed? The mom decided to stay after the affair. Who knows? We don't have that answers, and we don't know what's going on. We don't know. A woman called up and said that maybe the dad's the sole provider, makes him, financially he handles it. So it's tough. A lot of women when they have a financial stability with their husband, and he's the one that takes care of everything. A lot of times they have to accept some of the things that happen. Or I don't know. Maybe they're afraid. I don't know. I'm sitting, even after saying that out loud, I think, well, can't you just take half? Isn't that the way it works in California? RD425477. Hey, Rome, the mom and daughter should get a house by themselves and leave dad with the twins. He got his cake and gets to eat it too. The wife is better than me. Well, who knows, right? Make a lot of sense. But like I said, we don't know what the financial situation is for the mom or the wife. Yeah, I got a little dilemma here. This lady says, what happened was basically this woman, she lives at home with her mom and dad and her kids, right? She started a business. She's trying to get it going, started so that she can get on her feet. Mom and dad seem to be supporting her so she can do that and move out. Turns out dad had an affair with another woman. Mom decided to stay. And now there was twins that came out of that affair. Now, the mother of the twins apparently got into some legal trouble, so the twins now are where they're going to stay is kind of up in the air. And I guess could possibly move in with dad or go the foster care system, or maybe the mom gets out of trouble, or I don't know. But the woman who sent me the text message is living in a tense situation right now. And apparently her and her kids are brought into this situation because brought into dad's situation, but it looks like they're brought into dad's situation because they might be, the county might be, or whoever deals with it might be trying to figure out if these girls can be placed in this home with the father. Now, I don't know what the mother thinks, his wife that he cheated on. I don't know how she feels about it, but she didn't want to throw her husband out, so I don't know what the daughter's going to do. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Hey, Romeo. How you doing this morning? It's your girl, Shadiva.
Hey, what up, Shadiva? I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm just calling in on the topic this morning. This can be a real iffy situation. It sounds like to me if the daughter needs to really kind of, if mom took her husband back, that means she wants her marriage. So kind of support mom on what she want to do with this situation. Everybody says throw her husband out. Evidently, she don't want to throw her husband out.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if she accepted the situation, maybe she's one of those people with family, and the daughter has to realize all of this is a teaching situation. When you needed your parents to go back home with your kids, you was able to do that. Now, these other two little kids is his kids too. So
yeah.
What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's going to be, I don't know.
You're an adult. She's an adult and has to go back home with her kids. These are kids that can't help themselves.
That makes a great point. Other people have brought that at you. You're absolutely right. These little girls don't know, they just got to get a chance. I don't know what the mom did, but
I think the whole situation, everybody should make it as easy as possible for mom. So if mom took him back and if mom is okay with it, listen, scoot over, get some bunk beds. They even got bunk beds, 3 bunk beds. Scoot over.
All right, Shadiva.
Thanks for calling. Go sleep in the bathtub.
All right, Shadiva. Thanks for calling. Bye. Yeah, it looks like everybody's bunking up. RD4254-7-7. RD4254-7-7. Yo, Romeo. Hey, as far as the wife goes in the situation, she has 2 choices. One, deal with the kids moving in and treat them right, because it isn't the kid's fault that the dad messed up. And because she already forgave the dad, those kids are part of that forgiveness. Is it? You guys think so? That makes a good point. The dad cheated on his wife. He had twins with Sancha. Now Sancha got into some legal trouble, and now the mom wanted to stay with the dad. The wife wanted to stay with her husband. Now the kids are either going to go in foster care, live with the dad, or I figure out what the mom's going to do. I don't know how much trouble she's in. Is it part of that forgiveness? You forgive your husband for an infidelity and there's a child because of it, you have to accept the child as well? Rome, number 2, she can file for divorce and move out or make the dad move out with the twins. Either way, don't hold these innocent kids accountable for the mistakes of the father and mother. Boy, it sure is easy to say, right? It sure is easy to say. Gosh, already 4254-7-7. Rome, for me as a father, that man needs to be there for his kids, and that daughter needs to understand those are his kids just like she is. That's a good point. If the wife stayed, she needs to overlook the things that happen because she wants to stay. Those kids have a dad and need their dad in their life. Well, here's the question. Was he in their life before this happened? How long? And we don't have that answer. So you guys all make valid points. It's a rough situation for this woman to be in, especially since she has her own kids who are now involved in dad's mess. But how much time was the dad spending with his kids that he had out of an infidelity? I don't know. RD4254-7-7. It's out of the, excuse me, RD4254-7-7 about the infidelity, Romeo. I was in the same situation with my ex-husband now, but at the time he was my husband. He had a baby while we were together. I expected the baby because it wasn't her fault. My husband is a hoe. Together I accepted. Oh, you accepted the baby because, yeah, it's your ex now. I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Did you stay with him through the infidelity for a while and then you ended up breaking up later, or what? I'm going to just guess. Well, I can't even guess because I don't know what the situation is. The guy cheated on his wife, had twins with the other woman. Now, the other woman is in trouble with the law or something, and now the twins are up in the air on where they're going to live. So it sounds like the dad is a possibility. Now, the dad also has a daughter that stays at home with her kids, who's getting her business together, trying to get her life straightened out so she can move out and start. And now there's this big tension and drama going on in the house with these two twins. Geez, I don't know. I don't know. As far as the daughter's concerned with the kids, she needs to do what's best for her and her children, not what's best for her mom and dad. The dad probably needs to do what's best for him and the twins he had with his side piece. And we don't know where the mom stands in all this. Somebody sent me a text message that said, "Hey, Rome, I got a situation here." So I've been messaging a girl on Instagram, and it seems like we hit it off, sort of. We flirt back and forth, and we talked about meeting up on a date. But she's a business owner, owns her own nail place. She's always working, never has time. I really want to take this woman out. Should I just pay for her an appointment slot just to see this woman? Man, 842-54-7-7. I know it sounds great, and it really does. Oh, it's a movie. It's a movie scene. You paid for the slot. You got your girl, right? That shows how much you really want to go out with her. Well, she's still too busy to go out with you. And what does that say? RD4254-7-7. Hey, Rome, you shouldn't have to jump through hoops to date somebody. When it comes to dating, they should want to go out with you just as much as you want to go out with them. Yeah, you're right. Dating you should not have to jump through a bunch of hoops to go on a date with somebody. If they're attracted to you and, however they determine who they're going to date, they should want that just as much as you do. And that's where you guys think dating should be hard. It shouldn't be. It should be easy. The guy sent me a text message, which is interesting. He says, "Hey, Rome, I got a situation. So I've been messaging a girl on Instagram, and it seems like we hit it off, sort of. We flirt back and forth. We talk about meeting up on a date, but she's a business owner, owns her own nail tech place, so she's always working and never has time. I really want to go out with this woman. Should I just pay for one of her appointment slots?" No. See, and the more I start thinking about this, and especially since what that guy just said was, or whoever texted me said, dating shouldn't be hard. Getting a date shouldn't be hard. If somebody wants to go out with you, they'll go out with you. If they're making you jump through hoops, there's a reason for that. Do you really want that in your life? I mean, dating should be the easiest part of the relationship. You're both into each other, or you're into someone. He, she should be into you, and they should want to go out on a date with you. Now, if the date doesn't work out, that's different. Okay, maybe you're not compatible. Maybe you're not. But just the first part of initiating something to where it gets to, hey, let's go out on a date. If they got to make you jump through hoops, regardless of the reason, then they don't really want to date you. People will find a way. If they like somebody, they will find a way to see them. That's just human nature. RD42547-7. Romeo, it's Paulina. And to be honest with you, going about it, this man shouldn't bother. There's no one in this world that is too busy. Everyone has time. It's just a matter of importance. That person wants to make time for, honestly, paying for the time slot just to see the woman will probably make him seem desperate. You make a great point, Paulina. And I agree with that. Everybody has time. Okay? Everybody makes time. It's funny. We used to, it's funny that Paulina says that because you guys know Joey Porter used to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers. In fact, his son plays for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Joey told me years ago, he goes, whenever anybody tells you, and this was when, at the time Joey was a Super Bowl athlete, won, just all-star, all-pro, everything, right? And he told me whenever an athlete tells you to call their agent, that just means they don't want to talk to you. Because it doesn't matter how busy, it doesn't matter who you are, you have enough time to talk to who you want to talk to. You have enough time, especially if you own your own business, to make time to go out on a date if that's what you really want. So Paulina's not wrong about that. All right, 842-547-7. I don't know. I will say this about the desperate part. That could go either way. You could look desperate or you can look extremely romantic. But even if you do look extremely romantic, does that mean all of a sudden she's going to make time to date you? And then what does that say if you get into a relationship with her? RD42547-7. Yo, Rome, she's probably married. Maybe. Might be right. It is Bakersfield.
Hey, Romeo. Good morning, first of all. Secondly, there's a couple of things wrong with this whole situation that you are currently discussing right now.
What's wrong with it?
First one is he met her through Instagram.
Well, no, that's how people meet nowadays. That's not as big a problem as you think, but okay.
Well, I feel like it's a problem that we're overlooking. Yeah, that's how people meet nowadays, but that's also how people get catfished. That might not be a chick. If he hasn't met her and they've only been talking, that might just be somebody else. Who knows who could it be? That's one. Secondly, if he's paying for her time, that's just an escort.
Well, hold on.
Is he paying for an appointment to hang out with her, regardless of the nails? Well, he's hanging out with her. He's paying for that hour or whatever. That's an escort, bro.
Here's the thing.
He's just getting a manicure from it. That's an escort.
I understand.
So there's a ton of things wrong with that. It already started wrong. People, if you want to meet somebody, talk to them, meet them, say hello, be interactive, go to the grocery store. Hey, you know what? Go where moms hang out. Target, those are single moms right there. Dude, you'll find one.
All right, man.
At Bakersfield, especially East Bakersfield, you'll find aisle 7 in the Gerber section.
Because single moms are the easiest prey, huh? All right.
You know that's true.
Oh, my God. Anyway, to be clear, nobody says he's going to pay for her time. He might just put a dinner together, go show up, get the time slot, but no one says she's going to charge him. She might find it romantic. We don't know. I'm just saying that the time is the major factor there. Not when somebody tells you they don't have enough time to go out on a date with you, then I think that means they don't really want to go out with you. Or why would you want to date somebody who doesn't have time for you in the best part of the relationship, the dating? A guy sent me a text message, which I think is interesting. It says, hey, Rome, I got a situation here. So I've been messaging this girl on Instagram, and it seems like we hit it off, sort of. We flirt back and forth. We talk about meeting up on a date, but she's business owner, owns her own nails place. She's always working and never has time. I really want to take her out, but should I pay for one of her appointments just to see? No, I don't think you should. But the more I read it over and over again, is the more I think people make time when they want to be with you. Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
Hey, good morning, Romeo.
Hey, what's up?
So, I get how everybody's, talking bad about this lady, but maybe she just started her business and she doesn't have time.
Okay.
Like, let's say it's not an established business. Let's give her the benefit of the doubt, and let's say, she just started her business. Like, he should give her some time, because honestly, with me and my husband, when we first met, it took him like 2 to 3 weeks to ask me out after he asked for my number. Because he was working 2 jobs, but he still asked my number, and now...
Let me ask you this question. Was there any point when you were dating that your husband had to be at work and didn't care and stayed out late with you?
That's true, he did.
Okay. All right. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, and he was working 2 jobs, too.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for calling.
But it's different though, Romeo. If you have a business though, could you take on responsibilities that normal people wouldn't?
I'm sorry, but you have time.
She should make time if she wants to, but I just want to be a little optimistic, but honestly, it sounds more like she doesn't want to go out with him, but in case this is a brand new business, he should give her time. But if it's an established business, yeah, dude, you gotta walk away.
So check it out. Hey, Rome, I got a situation. So I've been messaging this girl on Instagram. Seems like we hit it off, sort of. We flirt back and forth, but she owns a business. It's a nail salon or a nail tech place. She always working. She just doesn't have time. Should I reserve a spot to see her? No, you shouldn't. All right. Hey, Ron, that girl doesn't want to go on a date with him. He should not have to pay for the time for her to go on a date with the dude. Well, here's what you're saying. He's saying pay for the time. We're assuming that she would make him pay for it, but you never know. You show up at dinner. It's kind of a romantic idea, some sort of movie scene idea where I'll take her dinner. I'll reserve a spot. I'll go to her work. I'll bring her dinner. Hi, nice to see you, but that can go either way. There's no way she doesn't have a few hours to spare, even if she is a business owner. The reality is she just doesn't want to date him. And that's what I'm kind of thinking. Good morning, Hal. What's going on?
Hey, I'm calling about the making time thing.
Yeah, what up?
I have to agree with you. If a person likes you or they're feeling you, they're going to make time, whether it's 15 minutes to go grab coffee at Starbucks or it's, hey, let's just meet up somewhere and say hi. I agree.
All right.
Business or not.
Yeah.
In life, you got to have somebody, even if you're creeping around or a little S-buddy or something, you got to have something going on.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
I agree.
All right. Thanks for calling. I appreciate it.
You welcome.
All right. Bye. I remember I used to work, I used to do a radio show before I moved to Bakersfield, and I worked from 2. What was my shift? It was 10. It was 2 to 6. I worked at 2 a.m. till 6 a.m. in the morning. Was that my first shift? I think that was my first shift. Or was it? Yeah, it was 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. And this girl I went to college with at the time, because I was still in college, she wanted to go out with me, and she would make time. Whether it was at 10 o'clock at night or midnight, because I had to be at work at 2, and I slept during the day, and I also went to college, so I had school. So no, someone will make time for you if they want to date you. Now, whether the dating works out or not, that's a whole different story, but they will make time for you, at least to see what's going to happen, if they really want to. So I got this message, right? Guy says, hey, Rome, I got a situation. I've been talking to this girl on Instagram. We've been hitting it off, sort of, back and forth, flirting. She owns her own business. It's a nail place. She's always working, never has time. I really want to take this woman out. Should I just pay for a time slot to see her? Yeah, no. No. Hey, Roman, in regards to the topic, if she's really interested, she would make time to spend with him. Women don't go out with guys they're not into. Yeah. Hey, there's more to it, Rome. It's a wall she's using. Could be as simple as she's scared, or could be more, because if you really want to make it, you will. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say, the more I think about it, the more you guys bring it up. If somebody wants to see you, they will. They'll always find time, even if it's at 2 a.m. and you got to be at work at 4. Doesn't matter. Hey, Rome, I think the dude should move on. He definitely should not go to her business. It's going to make him look desperate. She belongs to the streets. Well, I don't know if it'll make you look. Or it could be the most romantic thing ever, you know? So I see how it could play out. But my only thing is, if she doesn't have time for you now, does she really want to have time for you? And will she have time for you later? You know? But don't miss the fact that okay? He may be the guy for her. And she may win him over if he actually goes and makes and gets one of those time slots in her business. He may win her over to the point that she now wants to make time for this man. Maybe the odds are not in his favor, but it's possible, I guess. But I just don't think she wants to date you. Alrighty, 4254777. It's got a text message from a guy who said he's been Instagramming this woman who's a business owner. I guess she owns a nail tech salon or something like that, right? Well, she says she doesn't have time to go out with him. So his plan is to go, set an appointment at her nail salon to see her, which it's a risky plan. It could go very well and you won her over, or it could be embarrassing. But the more important thing is she doesn't have time to go out with you. She does, especially if she owns the business, okay? She has the time. Everybody has time to see somebody they're into. It might not be a lot. It might be at a weird time of the day, but everybody has time if they really want it. Good morning, Hot. What's going on?
Romeo, that lady right now who just called, the one with single mom, or not called, she texted you, the single mom with all that stuff happening?
Yep.
I bet you she goes to Target. Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, did I lie? I guarantee you she goes to Target. Now, you're talking about paying for an hour or going and seeing, booking an hour with her. You don't have to do that at Target. You shop in the same aisle. Boom. Communication. Boom. Nice. It's a date. Nice. You're all set. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
All right, bye. Bruh. Can someone tell this guy she's not into him? IG is the furthest he's going to get. Maybe you're right. Hey, Rome. Let's see. What did you say here? When I started dating my wife, now I made time to drive 30 to 40 minutes just to see her at night. And a 2 o'clock booty call. I was there, so you will make time if you really want to. And don't forget, hairstylists are the biggest hoes. There are, Romeo. Well, she's a nail girl, not a hairstylist. All right. And the hairstylists and the nurses, there's a tie there, I think. Already 4254777. But you're right. You will find time. If you really want to see someone, you will find time. And I would even venture to say that's probably one of the most important things you will find time for is to see another person if you're into them. Already 4254777. This guy sent me a text, man. I don't know what to do about it. He says he's been talking to this girl on Instagram, flirting a little bit. She owns a business. She says she ain't got time to date him. So he's thinking about going to her business, like scheduling an appointment. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to go one of two ways. Really, really bad or great, I guess. Good morning, Nov. What's going on?
Whatever happened to giving love a chance?
Giving love a chance. What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, that lady, she's not going to get younger. I mean, none of us are, right?
Yeah.
Not that matters, right? Because there's someone for everyone. But if she don't ever step out there and take a risk on love,
okay,
it could slip by her. I mean, all that time and energy, too, that this guy's putting into this, for a lady that doesn't really want him.
Hold on a
second.
second.
Find a lady that wants him.
Hold on. I'm going to tell you, and I know you're probably a little old school like I am. How much energy is he really putting? He's talking to somebody through a social media app. You're not really putting a lot of energy into it. You know what I'm saying?
Energy, I mean time with it.
Well,
That's
time with it, yeah.
There's time. There's positive time. There's negative time. Why put negative time into somebody, right?
Gotcha.
If you don't really want them.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm with you.
Take a chance on love. That's all I'm saying. If you don't, it ain't going to come at your door.
All right. Thanks for calling.
Bye.
I mean, she's right. But I'm going to tell you right now, and this is for all of you out there who are these social media warriors, right? How much are you really putting in to sending somebody a text or to talking through an app? You're not really. A little bit of time. I mean, come on. You're not really doing effort. You know what effort is when it comes to giving love a chance, like she said, it's getting dressed up every Friday, Saturday night, putting your best foot forward, getting your hair cut, going to the club, spending a little money, putting yourself out there, talking to people, trying to get you a phone number, right? So you're not really. I disagree with her saying that how much effort. You're not putting no effort. It takes no effort whatsoever to hashtag something. That's no effort, and it really means nothing. That's why I think it's so funny when these people talk about how much they care about something, yet the only effort they have to put in is hashtag something. Man, that's dumb. So effort is, making sure your outfit looks right. Making sure you got a little change in your pocket so that you can go out that night and try to get you a number or get you a something, right? That's putting in effort. Putting yourself out there every weekend. All right, 842, actually leaving your house. Hey, good morning, Rome. Okay, there's 3 reasons she's shy or embarrassed because she looks nothing like her picture. Other 2, she's married or in a relationship. And 3, she just makes that up as an excuse to not be rude and hurt his feelings. As a business owner, I have done that where I don't want to hurt a girl's feelings, so I just tell her I'm busy with work, and eventually over time, they will get fed up and stop. Okay, baby. Romeo, don't you think if she didn't have time, then she wouldn't be on Instagram? It's a great point. How does she apparently, but here's what you got to understand about social media apps. It's just like all these people who don't take the time. They just go on an app and hashtag it, and everybody praises them for being so concerned about something or care about something, when the reality is you don't have to care. It takes nothing. It's no time. It takes nothing out of your day to Instagram. It takes nothing out of your day to text somebody. It takes no effort whatsoever to do that. But yet you get all the praise like you just, helped them move a couch. RD4254-7-7. Romeo, dating should be like the Target slogan. Expect more, pay less. Okay. All right, 84254-7-7. Romeo, I've been messaging this woman back and forth since July, and sometimes I don't worry about it, but we got a lot in common, Rome. I work decent job that makes quite a bit of money. Have my own house, own 3 cars. I'm not fit, but not fat either. She has on me. She's flaked on me a couple of times, and sometimes we set a time to actually date. She tells me last minute that she can't make it. Do you think I should continue to pursue her or just let it go? I haven't spent money on her or don't even know where her place of business is. What's your thoughts? Hey, Romeo. Also, she's 22. I'm 25, if that matters. I think that you should move on. It goes to the same thing as time. If somebody really wants to spend time with you, they will find time. Nobody's ever too busy. Ever too busy. And whatever hoops you, she, him, her, whatever, have to jump through to be with each other, if people really want to be with somebody, they'll do it. There's no debate. This guy was talking about, he sent me a text message. Hey, Rome, got a situation. I'm on Instagram talking to this girl, flirting back and forth. I really want to take her out, but she's a business owner. owns a nail tech place. She's always working, never has time. I really want to talk to this or take this woman out. Should I just pay for an appointment? No, you shouldn't. Because the more and more we're talking about it, the more and more we think she just doesn't want to go out with you. But I do want to say something about putting in a little effort, by the way, okay? I go to quite a few high school football games because I have friends that have high school kids that play football, and I like to support my friends and their families. Man, you remember going to high school football, man? When I was a kid, I played high school football, and my dad still made me get, or not my dad, but, he part of it, but we still, got dressed a little bit. You look like a bunch of slobs running around. What happened to getting, fitted up a little bit to go to a high school game? Because maybe you might want to talk to the girl. Damn, what is wrong with these kids today? No effort. Do people still get dressed up anymore to go try to hit on somebody, put their best foot forward? Does that even happen? Alrighty, 42547-7. Romeo, there's no debate here. Everyone has time. The man should just move on to the next woman that would give him time he's looking for. And it's women like that men need to stay away from, because maybe that woman is telling the truth, but she's showing that she cares more about her business than creating a relationship with another person. Romeo, just remember this. The wall is undefeated. And there's nothing, just to be clear, there's nothing wrong with her focusing on her business. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But why are you playing games on social media? Do you know why? Because she has time for that. Because that takes no effort whatsoever. So she has time to flirt on Instagram, which is a point now we're just forgetting. She has the time to flirt on, that last woman brought it up, the time. She has the time to flirt on social media because that takes no effort whatsoever. Alrighty, 42547-7. Rome, if the guy goes to the nail salon, it should be to see someone else there and just put on the charm and let her see that. Oh, now we're playing high school games.
Romeo in the Morning.
Every morning.
On 94.1.